I'm Brian Clement, and this is my God moment. I've always been a shy person. I usually don't get involved with things, I've been reluctant to because of my shyness. However, back in 1989, I got out of the Air Force and reconnected with an old high school friend, Philip Babin. He invited me to his church, Bartlett United Methodist Church. So I attended a few times, and after visiting, I decided I needed to make a public confession of my faith. So I did that, and also in the process joined the church. In the first few years of the church, I just came and sat in a pew and was just pretty much a pew potato, which is equivalent to a couch potato. I didn't get involved in anything, and just came to service and left. Didn't join Sunday school or anything. But after a while, I felt a yearning to do more. So I ended up I joined a men's group. I started going to Sunday school, getting involved more and more, and eventually I fulfilled a promise I'd made to my mom before she passed away that I would join the choir. So I went on ASP, Mexico, and it was at the ASP, first night at ASP, that Lynn mentioned about getting out of your comfort zone. And I said, that's exactly what I need to do. When Sally first approached me about possibly going to India, I said, well, I need to think about it. I need to pray about it. I wasn't too excited about going, mainly because I'm not a big fan of flying. And that would be a very long flight to do that. But then in thinking again about other experiences I had, especially down in Mexico, where I was with another culture, another peoples, worshiping with them, praising God, singing songs that we sang up here in Bartlett, and recognizing the tunes. I could sing along with them. They're singing in Spanish. I'm singing in, English. This made me want to get out and do more. So I decided, yes, let's go to India. I prayed about it, and God said, yes, that would be a good thing to do. So I went that first time, and it was such a rewarding and blessing experience to go over there. And everybody was friendly, and the whole experience was totally awesome. So when I got back, I said, I want to do this again. So when the opportunity arose again, the second time, a couple of years later, I said, yes, count me in. I'm definitely going. The only drawback was that at that time, my dad was starting to have some health issues. And I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to go to India. But praying about it, reading the Bible, God reaffirmed His desire for me to go, and He told me that Dad would be okay. I would have nothing to worry about with my dad. He's going to be fine, and you can go to India. And in that second trip I made to India, that was where I actually had my God moment. It was on that second trip to India. One night I woke up about 2 or 3 in the morning, and I had some sharp pain in my lower back, and I knew immediately it was a kidney stone attack, because I've had them before. So here I was on the other side of the world, away from my doctor, and very out of my comfort zone. But I did find and discover that I had a comforter with me. So I started praying very fervently to God and to Jesus. And while I was doing that, the song, Shout to the Lord, came into my mind and played over and over in my mind, praising God for things He does. So at the same time I'm praying for this pain to go away and be healed, I'm also praising Him for His grace and His mercy and asking for that. I eventually fell asleep, and when I woke up in the morning, I had no pain whatsoever. The rest of the trip went perfectly, had no pain, and since then I have not had any kidney stone pain. This has increased my faith and my belief in God and what He can do, His powers, that it wants me to reach out and do even more in my service to God, to know that, I can step out of my comfort zone with my Comforter with me, and I can do all things through Him. This is my God moment. What's yours?